Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss Whiskey Scam, an account on Twitter that exposes people attempting to scam others selling fake whiskey on social media platforms. My name is Miss Becca Sue. Please join me welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Tim Swyatt, Katie Joyce, and Ryan Thompson.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Howdy.
What's up, guys? Hello.
Oh, so yeah, we're going to be talking about this new account, Whiskey Scam. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, Becca said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, Becca?
I am a little bit fired up about this right now. So back in the day when you would be attempting to watch TV, you could just fucking turn on your TV and go to the channel and watch whatever it is you want to watch. Like, I don't know, some football. Okay? Now you can get cable, but a lot of people don't really get cable anymore because it's like, oh, I'll just get one of these streaming services. And you're like, okay, well, I'll get, I'm going to get Prime, and then I'm going to get this one and that one, and I'm going to get HBO. And then you're like, oh, I just want to watch some fucking football. And you're like, oh, I can't actually because I don't have the appropriate app to watch it. And so you're like, okay, well, how much is the app to get every type of football instead of just one in my area? Oh, well, that's $79.99 a month just to get that. So you might as well just get fucking cable. But then it's like, but I already have all these other platforms too. And then it just keeps on expanding. And then on top of that, you might not have a TV that's fucking compatible with those apps, which is what I'm discovering today because I've got a fucking LG TV that I thought was good. I thought LG TVs were fine. I thought,
life's
yes,
good.
LG, top of the line, fantastic fucking TVs. Yeah, great. LG, wonderful. No, it's not because you can't get ESPN Plus. You can't get fucking Peacock to watch stuff on it. You can't watch anything on LG as far as I can fucking tell. And so I'm like digging around for a Prime stick that I had got like fucking 5 years ago that's slow because it's old as shit because nothing keeps up with technology anyways. And so I'm trying to figure that out. And then I've got Royce's friends in there. Well, I guess we're never going to be watching any NFL today. Yeah, we're not going to watch any fucking NFL today because I can't fucking figure out how the fuck to get it on my phone.
That's all Becca. It's all her fault.
So I'm just, can I stop you right here? We're in the opening monologue, and there have been 11 F-bombs dropped in the opening monologue. So I'm proud of you for that. That must be a record, Akeley.
Yeah, I think it is. She broke her old record. Yeah.
My first thought on this team is, I listened to this and I'm like, okay, boomer. Like, what the hell's going on here? You can't cast your phone to the TV.
Nothing was fucking pulling up on the phones today. We're trying to fucking do that. We're trying to fucking cast it from the phone onto the TV. We can't find any of the fucking stuff on the goddamn phone to even cast it onto the TV. Where the fuck were the? I don't even care about football. I don't care about football.
Right.
That makes sense.
Pull it up on this stupid computer that I have in my hand all the fucking time, and I couldn't throw it onto the TV to watch it on there today because we couldn't find the appropriate thing even on there. Like, well, I don't really know where it's at. Well, then that's not my fucking problem anymore. You guys can't find it on your phones. I'm trying to find any app that I can to do this. But they don't.
Entertaining here, what the real solution is now.
So
the solution is to blow up your fucking TVs and not watch anything and go outside.
I'm sure the NFL sells a TV.
Find your rabbit ears and get the HD signal that's local, that's streaming because it's on the national TV channel.
Yeah, it's all. I don't know. I even was like, okay, well, so here's a free TV that they have on my TV. Maybe it's on the free TV. No, all they got is fucking Baywatch and MacGyver.
She wrote
that's some fine programming, at least.
I mean, is this a podcast or a therapy session?
It's therapy sometimes, Ryan. Okay, but I was just absolutely like, and guess why the fuck did Best Buy not tell me when I went and bought this expensive?
Because they want to sell you something else.
Big waste of time.
They're like, she'll be back.
I will spend whatever you like. Which one is the best one? What should I get? You tell me. And they're like, well, this one's pretty good. I'm like, okay, maybe when I said, well, we'll be watching sports and we'll be watching fucking Game of Thrones, they should have said, oh, maybe you shouldn't get the LG TV because you can't get ESPN Plus on there because it's not allowed for some reason on there.
Here, Becca, you can correct me if I'm wrong here. I think here's what's happened though. So Becca makes all the decorating / purchase decisions in the home. So she literally picks out everything. So now what happens when you do that? Things are good. When things are going great, they're good. The beautiful home, obviously the decorations are great. But then when you see something like this goes wrong, then she feels the pressure of it all being on. Because Royce can just throw up his hands and be like, what the fuck? I didn't have anything to do with this. It's all you, Becca. So this is what's happened, right?
I said that. I said you should have fucking gone with me to pick out the goddamn TV. And when I called you,
here.
When I call, I said, well, what TV should I get? He's like, well, I don't know. I mean, I guess, Henry's got the Sony Bravia. I don't know. I'm like, well, they didn't really talk about the Sony Bravia, about being the best of the ones here. And he's like, well, I mean, it really doesn't matter. It's just a TV. And I'm like, oh, it really doesn't matter. It's just a TV. And so I'm like, all right, well, I like what that one looks like. So let's get that one.
For the record, about 2 years ago, I fired my cable television supplier, the Comcast, Xfinity, and I just went straight to YouTube TV, and then of course have the Netflix and the Prime and stuff. But YouTube TV's been great for me, and you get a lot of football games on it, and then you get what you need.
Well, so Ryan, that's just fucking great for you, isn't it?
Yep. Thank you, Ryan.
That's great. That is fantastic. Right now, I've got Peacock pulled up on my TV, which I thought that would work on the LG. I was like, oh, well, Peacock always says they've got all the things. And then I go to search for it. Oh, nope, does not work out on this fucking thing. And so I have to go find that stupid Fire Stick that's old as shit. I got to re-download that on here. And I'm like, well, maybe I can watch. No, just when the Bengals come on is when I get to watch that. That's it. Only thing at all. So
did you just call them the Bagels?
The bagels, yeah, the bagels, the old bagels. Go bagels, cream cheese.
The bangles is what I heard, like walk like an Egyptian. Yeah. Walk like an Egyptian.
So that's what I've been dealing with for like 2 hours straight. Yeah. And then just Royce and his friends going, guess we're not going to watch any NFL today, are we? Then
that's why it's sticking in your craw a little bit, because your buddies were jabbing at you.
Oh yeah,
so that's why, right?
Yeah. Did he defend you? Did he please don't bother my woman? She's a great person.
He just freely let me attack his friend. that was him. He unhooked the harness from the dog and just let it
okay. Well, there could be something said for that.
Took the muzzle off.
He was supportive in his own way, I guess.
Yeah, let me attack Henry as much as I felt like.
I think that's the most important thing we need to take away from this conversation is that Royce has your back. So.
Yeah, he did. He certainly did. So, yeah.
So there's my complaint. If you're looking at TVs,
wow.
Sorry, LG, but don't fucking buy an LG.
Don't buy an LG.
I have an LG. I love the thing.
Yeah, well, fuck off.
Oh God, Ryan, what are you doing?
Ryan. well, I've got YouTube TV, so everything's. Oh, that's the other thing.
Everything's
and I go to
perfect on
scroll
YouTube
down,
TV.
and I'm like, oh, well, what's this other stuff they have on here? And it's like got all these old pictures of all the little NFL icons. All this. I'm like, oh, well, maybe we can find it on here, and they just have it, and we didn't even know. So I click on it, and it's like, oh, who's your team? The Bengals? Absolutely. Okay, click on there, and it's like they're gonna be playing today at 8:15. I'm like, oh, this is great news. They've got a whole thing. So I go to click on the game that we were gonna watch, which is like the Vikings. Like, who cares, anyways? And I click on that, and it brings us over to YouTube TV, and it pops up.
Ryan's face is on there.
Insane man standing there with like a screen in the background, and he's like, all right, no, it looks like they're doing this. And it's not even a screen of the game. It's just a picture of where the ball is at.
Really?
And this man talking about it.
Bootleg live NFL TV. It's like somebody filming a screenplay at the movie theater with a camcorder at their chest.
But it wasn't the game. It was just a picture of a drawn out screen, and the ball would move to where it was at.
That's all you get to see is where the ball
And
is.
some crazy man talking about the game.
Oh, that was Ryan.
Guys,
That about sent me over the edge.
I'm going to kick myself for about what I'm about to say.
Oh God.
Because Becca Sue, I think we're gonna cross.
I'm gonna see you soon, so watch what the fuck you say.
I know but I have to get it off my chest here. So I think this might be a case of operator error. Is it not?
No.
No.
The old picnic error.
I've had
Picnic
the
error.
exact
Problem in
same
the chair,
problem.
not a computer. Yeah.
I went through the exact same problem with my LG Smart TV that thankfully I did not purchase. The owner of this house left it for me. So that was the only thing that kept me from throwing it out the window. That was like, I didn't buy this. So at least I can be angry at the free thing. That my LG Smart TV now runs off a Fire Stick in my room because it would not, the LG store would not download the apps I wanted to watch because you have to have 16 different apps to watch your shows. And then I have a Samsung Smart TV in my living room that is now running off of a Chromecast because the Samsung was not speaking to my soundbar. So even though it's a Samsung soundbar as well, they didn't like each other. So now I had to do a Chromecast that will speak both to my soundbar and to my TV. But then the soundbar today, or the Chromecast today, did not like Amazon Prime for playing Jack Ryan, and it kept glitching. So I'd have to do like I was in 1998, and I would have to pause it and let it buffer so I could watch more of the TV show. So I can verify.
This is the gist of what my small talk was getting to. This is the gist of what the small talk was getting to is what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. It's like I have 250 megabyte fiber internet and a smart TV and a brand new device and a brand new everything else. Why?
Do I have to go to college just to figure this stuff out? I don't think so. My husband went to college. He has absolutely no idea what the fuck's going on.
My boyfriend works in IT. He's a network administrator. So I've got
actually, you know who I should have called, Steve?
Who?
Me?
Delaphane's husband.
Oh yeah. He knows.
That's the IT guy.
He would have just pushed a button. Yeah, from his house. He
would have just figured it out without us even knowing what he would have just broke into my TV somehow and got everything working. We've got two Ryan Thompsons.
We got two Ryans now.
Two Ryans.
I know. How about that?
Whoa. Technology issues there. We had two Ryans talking in unison.
What was that about being Becca's user error, Ryan?
Yeah, boomer.
Ryan. Hey, I just got off my phone and my laptop just finally pulled up, so I think I'm doing all right over here.
Took you long enough.
Yeah, it took you long enough. He's ready to go for the. Let's start the show now, guys. Let's go. Are we ready to start it? Oh,
we're getting out fire tonight.
All right. Well, it's not only have we started, it's time to drink.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Let's have Becca go first. I think she needs
Great.
it.
That'd be great.
As long as there's not an app for the bottle of whiskey she's about to open.
Oh yeah.
How to set up your screen mirror. I know how to set up my fucking screen mirroring, Tim. It just won't work if the games aren't on anything on your phone. Anyways, I'm going to drink some of our very first gold award winner down at Neely. This was never distributed, but I had it sitting on the shelf, so I'm going to drink some. So
Sure.
Go off.
Okay. Audible. That's what I'll say. It was audible. Yeah.
but
Better
30
than
glass.
mine, I guarantee.
Okay. Well, let's let Ryan go. So Becca can, at least have some domination over him right here. Here we go.
I'm going to stick with the tried and true good old Russell's Reserve, a little 10-year here tonight. So
10-year Russells. Okay.
here we go. Let's see. Fucking terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, Becca has the lead.
User
right
error, perhaps. Oh my God, I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to regret that comment.
It's just performance issues, Ryan. We all go through.
Oh God, Katie, what do you got?
I have actually Neely Family Distillery Absinthe
Oh,
because
with
it
Becca
was
on there during better times.
It's all I've been
better
able to
times.
think about today because you guys were talking about it on the 5 Drinks for Midnight episode, which also the one that Becca's drinking tonight. They're talking about of all you can't get this anywhere. People can't buy this. But let's drink it in front of you and talk about it.
So what's this show she's on there? How can we watch it or listen to it? What is it? I don't even know. YouTube. Okay.
Yes. 5 Drinks Till Midnight on YouTube.
5 Drinks Till Midnight. Okay.
Yeah, 5 Drinks or Midnight.
Or Midnight. Yeah.
5 Drinks or Midnight.
With Tim.
Yeah. Tim McKee.
McKee. That's what it is.
Tim McKee. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. Yowza.
Fantastic.
Tim and I reach for different bottles. Tim and I just
They're digging. Find one's got a little
change
bit
of plans. Yeah, change of plan. I'll go next. I've got Garrison Balmora here. It's a well-loved bottle. Not what I was going to go with, but that's what I'm going with now. Here we go. Macy, not anywhere near the levels that Katie just exhibited.
That had an odd squeak to it there, Akeley.
Hey, easy. Listen to you. Listen, well, he's critical. He knows how to evaluate a bad cork pop. Yeah.
Very critical tonight.
Interesting. All right, Tim, what do you got, man?
I'm switching it up. I'm doing some Pop Casey's 9 grade moonshine because I know it's the most full bottle that I have. Shaking it up a little bit, trying to get this thing really going.
Oh, that was loud. Woo!
Silent.
Ouch. Man,
even with the fancy mic setup, that was silent.
Nothing.
Yeah. Nothing at all.
Was it loud on your end, Tim?
Was.
Well, that didn't come over the airwaves there.
You need to work on your settings. It's
all this. I play with it all. I say.
Did you change the background to low?
Oh,
dang!
Right there, you saw it right in front of them. I even took the muffler off. Dude, I took everything. I'm doing everything here, and I still can't get it up.
Oh God! It all goes back to that.
You need a fluffer.
Yeah. Yes. Did anybody have that on their name badge at the Pornies?
I didn't really.
Was it like their jobs, like star, second screen director, and then fluffer?
I didn't get close enough to anyone to read their name tags.
Okay.
I'm sure I was allowed to get that close to anyone.
Interesting. Well, cheers, gang.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about Whiskey Scam on Twitter. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is Kathy Cool, and I can't wait to pet your goat. And you're listening to the ABV Network.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about Whiskey Scam on Twitter.
Yes, we are. So Whiskey Scam is a Twitter account where I guess people, if they have an issue with someone scamming them, it doesn't help them get out of it. They've already been scammed. But the idea is to post who that person is, what their account is, and try to stop others from getting burned as well. So that's what's going on with this Whiskey Scam. They put screenshots that show, the accounts and the person. Talk about the deals. What's that, Tim?
This guy does God's work. This guy, he tracks the people down. He finds out what their aliases are. He reports them on Twitter and tries to get their accounts closed down. He's got multiple different Twitter handles to be able to act as a consumer, to be able to get in background information. And this is all in addition to his 9-to-5 job and the second career job as a father too, as well, and a family person. So this guy is really trying to track it all down. And then of course, with everything going on in Twitter, that's now changed things because all these accounts have now been opened back up again. And it's actually, when you start diving into it, it sucks.
Do you guys know this guy personally at all or no?
I do not.
No. Research on him today.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, God bless him, right? Exactly what he said, Tim, right? He's doing God's work, and thank you for this dude, whoever it is that's making this happen. So good job.
Yeah, I think it's good for the whiskey community for sure. Someone doing that, and it sounds like he's really going the extra mile. That he's doing all that stuff. Yeah,
there's so many of these things. Like I'm in charge of our social media account at Neely, and I have to check all the time on our posts because sometimes you don't see every single time that someone comments. Like sometimes it just doesn't show up. Or like there was like a bunch and so stuff doesn't show up. And there'll just be people or bots, I suppose, or whatever it is, that'll comment on someone that's like, oh my God, I really need to get this. And this thing will be like, oh, just come over to my page right here. We've got plenty in stock. No, the fuck you don't. We don't distribute.
Absolutely. Becca, too, thank you. You stole the words out of my mouth. I was about to bring that up and ask you if you guys dealt with that too, but we deal with that here. It's like we have special release bottles at the taste room, and then some jackass on XYZ liquor store, hey, I can get that bottle, just buy it here. I'm like, you can't. Yeah.
And they comment on these people who it's just like someone's mom that like doesn't even know that there's like these things out there that are like just scammers. And so this like poor mom's like, oh, thank you so much. Like clicking.
There's so many scams. Yeah.
So I have to go and like click on them. I'm like, delete, block, report anything remade by these people.
Here's another scam to watch out for too. We do classes at the ABV Barrel Shop, and some of them, like when we got Jackie's ICANN coming in, it's a $125 class, and we'll be posting about it, 3 tickets left, and then someone will be like, I have 4 tickets I bought, and now I can't go. If someone wants to DM me, I'll sell you my tickets. And I look, they don't have any of that name. There's no. I know everybody that's on the roster. They're just trying to then get money, and then they're gone, and then I'm sure the people would come back to us. I mean, they want to come back to be like, hey, I bought tickets for you. No, you didn't buy tickets from us. So yeah, watch out for that shit. Watch out for that.
On some level, it's flattering, but it's just a pain in the ass and sucks too, right?
Yeah. All right, let's get ready. Let's potentially get the wind just knocked right out of us. We do have an attorney on staff here, Katie. This guy's doing some cool stuff. Can he get himself in any trouble? Because the unfortunate thing is criminals have rights. Is there any potential for this guy to get in trouble for doing the stuff that he's doing? Put these people on blast, saying, "Hey, they're scamming. Here's who they scam." Is there any potential for that?
And so I was curious about that because you can get yourself possibly into trouble with the way that you report these people as well.
Okay.
And so
here we go.
However, I was actually impressed with the way that he was reporting these. It's saying one, very factual of things that appears that were either of the person I guess, or she that does this. I think it's a guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that he was finding himself, or that he's backing it up with like, look, here's where they got this picture. We went and found the original picture that then they copied and are claiming they also have these bottles. Okay. So the backing it up there, he's protecting himself from the liability of people being able to claim that he's then reporting them for something that isn't true, etc. And I didn't see a whole lot of like name calling or going on and like complaining about these people as well. It stayed very much of just like, nope, they don't have it. Nope, this is wrong. Nope. So it was just calling it out for what it was and moving on, which I think makes a big difference and helps. And so I actually did not. Now I'm sure everyone can always find a way to complain. We're such a litigious society, but I did not see anything that jumped out to me of like maybe you shouldn't post that way, or maybe you shouldn't do it there. I thought I did a great job, actually.
Cool. That's good.
I was impressed.
Yeah. That's
worried about. Can you find the Weller Angel Share edition that he called out and found somebody falsifying the labels and everything like that?
Really?
So, Katie, to your point, he's
Angel
not
Share
edition. He's not putting anything in writing that's negative or unfactual against somebody. He's reporting it into the different social media places to be able to take these accounts down. The major fraud that he's exposing, which are these, and Becky and Ryan, you guys see it. They have all this stuff, or Steve, you've seen it. I have tickets. You send me the money, and they only want to do it through third-party payment systems or crypto wallets. Nothing through a credit card, because those can be recaptured by the credit card company. They only want it through Zelle or third-party payments, Venmo, and there's nothing going to be delivered afterwards. They obviously want the cash. They don't allow you to reply back to their website. They don't allow you to post on it or reply back. They only do one-way communications. He's called out that. So I got to tell you, and with when you have all those stimmy checks out there, all this money chasing around, all this stuff, and the idea of gathering all this whiskey was not to consume it. It's also to flip it again. And you have the scammers out there trying to get their hands on this stuff. That just, when you almost feel like there's two types of consumers here that I feel bad for and not so bad for. The one that does get scammed out of their money and there's no delivery back to them. They plan to try to consume it because they want to get a gift for a friend. They want to look, whatever in front of their friends. That's so be it. There's that community, that fear of missing out. Then there's also those folks that don't necessarily feel so bad from that they're separated from their money, but I still do, is they're trying to do it so they can flip it again themselves and keep on turning over those bottles, perpetuating the whole thing. It's like GameStop stock, same type of thing. It's just keep on trying to flip it and flip it and flip it. And that's a whole nother topic we've talked ad nauseum about.
Well, Batman, whoever you are, thank you. Thank you for keeping us safe. Yes. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. So keep doing what you're doing. And hopefully if you listen to the show, you see that it's out there. Hopefully you hear some good news from Katie there too. Sounds like you're in good, solid ground to be able to do what you're doing, which is good. So we need you out there. So glad to hear that. Well, we'll wrap up this show as we always do by talking about where people can find us. And we're going to start with Katie. Katie, where can people find you?
You can find me over on Instagram at KatieProof.
All right, Tim.
Find me on Instagram at SwyGuy2112.
All right, Ryan.
Across all socials at 10th MTN Whiskey, and our website's 10thwhiskey.com. That's 10th, whiskey with an E.
Miss Becca Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Becca Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. All of our previous shows, our blogs, our stores, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Please come by and see us at the ABV Barrel Shop if you happen to be in St. Louis. We are in the St. Louis suburb of Arnold, Missouri, and we'd love to have you sit down at our tasting bar, try what we've got, and maybe buy some of our barrel picks. So check us out at abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Becca Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.